Hello there, Cancer. Welcome to my channel, Divine Nudges, where today we're going to be looking at messages for you for the month of September. Cancer, as you can see, the Lover's card is already on the table. I just stopped a recording that I was doing for you a moment ago. Kind of wasn't feeling it. But as I started shuffling the cards, the Lover's card fell out, and it is the very first card that came out in the recording that I just stopped. And so that is Spirit telling me that there is definitely a message here for Cancer as it pertains to the Lover's card. So let's talk about it. Love may be on your mind. Now, how I had started the previous reading was to say that a lot of you are really connecting with your ancestors right now. You're really focused on your spirituality. You're really being guided. A lot of you are honoring your ancestors, paying homage to them, maybe setting up your altars, okay? Really trying to understand the spiritual ways of your lineage, okay? And so you're being shown a lot of love by the spiritual world right now. All right, that's going to resonate with some of you. For others of you, this may have to do with a relationship. The Lover's card is about twin flame energy, soulmate energy. And there could also be some very big decisions that you're considering to make right now, Cancer, and it's all rooted in love and higher purpose. Some of you may be starting something new. And interesting. I had said in the previous reading that some of you may be looking into starting a spiritual practice as a forms of generating income and making money. You may be turning away from the ways of the world and more so towards the ways of spirit. Okay. Um, the aces are seeds, they're new beginnings, right? They're filled with potential. So this is something that you're passionate about, Cancer. I'm also seeing that you're being compelled to take action on something. So some of you, your intuition, your instinct, your gut, lately you may be feeling the need to take a certain action and you can't shake that feeling. It's being confirmed in this reading that that is coming. That is universal guidance that you're receiving. Death in the reverse. Okay. So, death has to do with transformation. It's funny, in the previous reading, the Judgment card came out, and it made me think that maybe some of you are life planning, estate planning. Okay. Um, Getting your affairs in order. All right. Before it's too late. You want to make sure that you leave your affairs in order. Death doesn't really mean unaliving, right? But there could be some indication of that here. There is not a transition taking place right at this time. There's not an ending taking place at this time. So doing so before it's too late. Death is also Scorpio energy. Okay. Here we have the Two of Cups in the reverse. So this could be this could indicate some sort of a disagreement. Okay. Um, some sort of a disconnect with someone that's very close to you. This could have something to do with a Scorpio for some of you. With the reverse, maybe you've blocked a Scorpio or a Scorpio has blocked you, and this is a soulmate connection. And right now, you're not feeling very much aligned with that energy. Okay, and then for others of you, if you are life planning, if you are estate planning, what you're trying to do is avoid placing the burden of that on your loved ones that you leave behind so that there won't be any arguments or disagreements or disconnects between them. Yeah, yeah. And this could have to do with your children. Here we have the Page of Swords in the reverse. Okay. So this could have to do with your children for some of you. Okay, so you definitely want to avoid, leaving a legacy of chaos and disarray for your loved ones. So if you feel compelled to do that, um, I'm seeing here where you're being compelled to do that because it would be the wise thing to do, not because anyone is going to be expiring at this time. All right, let's pull from a different tarot deck to see what else is going on. Look at this. The lovers again. The lovers again. What are you prepared to learn from this love connection? Wow, Cancer. This is the third time the Lovers card, technically, because as I said, I stopped the previous recording. This is the third time the Lovers card has fallen out for you. And here we have the Page of Wands. What signs are preparing you to move into a new direction? Okay, with the pages again, I'm sensing children. I'm sensing family matters. Okay. But yeah, this says what signs are preparing you to move into a new direction. So there's definitely a decision here that you're embarking upon, Cancer. Okay. Um, and where it says here, what are you prepared to learn from this love connection? It's going to be very important for you to really give some thought to what you've already learned from watching others, okay, from things that you've heard that happened with other people. And it's very wise to learn from the mistakes of others, and that's really what I want to say here. It's going to be very important for you to learn from the mistakes of others in order to know how to put your best foot forward. Temperance and the Page of Sword. Whew. Page of Swords, this is the second time. Temperance, what situation in your life is asking you to have patience and determination? And then what situation in your life requires analysis and research? All right, so with this new direction that you're moving in, with this big decision that you're making, it's not something to be taken lightly. And you don't want to be impulsive with it, right? So planning is going to be extremely important for you, Cancer, so that you're not scrambling at the last minute to make things happen. Okay, I'm also getting here with this Temperance card in the reverse, and Temperance can indicate like opposing energies synergizing, coming together harmoniously, right? But what I'm seeing here is that there may be some younger folks around you who bump heads, who are at odds, who do not come together harmoniously. Okay, and this could be a very big concern for you, and this could very much be part of why you're weighing, of how you're weighing in on some of the decisions that you're making. I'm not really getting necessarily a romantic connection with this Lovers card here. Yeah, yeah, yep. I'm more so, let's see, what painful situation in your life are you focused on, and what positive aspects are you not seeing? And what decision in your life are you ready to make? Yeah, I'm definitely more so seeing that this definitely has to do with your legacy and what it is that you're leaving behind, specifically financially. Okay, let's keep moving here, Cancer. I'm gonna try to dig in to other messages for you, not just the tarot. So let's see what else comes up. I was drawn to pull the "What's the Vibes" card deck earlier as the first deck. So let's see, what's the vibe for Cancer, Spirit? What's the vibe for Cancer? Laughter, happiness, joy, healing, possibilities, following your dreams, make up your mind, believe in yourself, nurturing, mentorship, wisdom, giving back, and masculine energy. Okay, so some of you are really focused right now on your happiness. Okay. Following your dreams. It's never too late to do that, never too early to do that. Actually, the earlier you do that, the luckier you are, because there are a lot of us who figure it out way too late in life. But right now, Cancer, that seems to be what's on the table for you. Okay. I feel this light-hearted, light-spirited energy. And with this masculine energy, maybe the Lover's card is talking about a relationship. It could be your family as a whole, maybe a spouse and your children. Maybe some of you are considering having babies. Having leaving the kind of legacy where you have children that you can nurture, mentor, give back. Some of you have a masculine energy that you either feels that you've been nurturing them and mentoring them, or you feel like they've been nurturing you and mentoring you. Okay, but there could be a masculine energy around for some of you who's really just makes you laugh. When you're around them, you just feel so good. And so now they have you thinking about all of the possibilities between you and them. Okay, so this could very much have to do with a romantic relationship, the tarot cards that I just pulled for some of you. Let's see. What else do we have here for Cancer? Yeah, the Lover's card came out 3 times, okay? So it could have very different meanings for all of you, okay? But starting something new with the pages that came out, all of that. Financial and material changes, and yeah, and the intuition, the High Priestess. Okay, so again, I'm getting this blend of messages, this blend of energy, where for some of you this is a collective reading, so please take these messages as they resonate. For some of you, you may be looking to plan your families, right? Family planning in terms of how many children do you want to have, marriage, things like that. Others of you have already been there and done that, and you're thinking more towards legacy and what you're leaving behind. Okay. And so, because look at what just came up, financial and material challenges, or financial and material changes. Okay. And you're in this intuition card. So, your intuition is definitely compelling you to do some sort of financial planning right now. Okay, Cancer. I'm so glad I decided to pull this deck because I wasn't sure if I was right on track with what I was saying here. Okay. And look, there's a wedding ring on this card. Um, some of you may feel like you can't leave it up to your spouse to put these affairs in order. Okay, because there's something to do with the masculine energy, or some of you just maybe want to make sure that your spouse is okay in your absence. All right. Let's look at some messages of love here, though. Let's pull an actual from an actual love oracle deck to see what other messages come out. Unappreciated and detachment. Okay, so when it does come to love, some of you may be feeling unappreciated. It says here, I felt like you didn't care. And then detachment, I had to let this go so I could clear my mind. Okay, so some of you may be detaching emotionally from a connection at the moment because you're not feeling appreciated and you feel as if though you need to clear your mind in terms of this connection. Some of you maybe have ended a relationship altogether. It says here holding back and indecisive. Okay, I should have expressed myself better. And indecisive, I know my inability to make a decision hurts you. Okay, so here we have a connection where someone is feeling unappreciated, so they're detaching. This could be you, this could be the person on your mind, Cancer. It's going to depend on the conversations that you've had, your own feelings and your thoughts. Because someone is holding back and they're being completely indecisive. They're not being clear on how they feel about someone here. Okay? They're holding back. And unfortunately, when one person holds back, the other person also holds back. So there is a lack of vulnerability overall in a love connection, Cancer. Okay, where someone is desiring a more affectionate, more gentle, a more nurturing connection with their partner, and it's not happening. And there's some sort of a decision that someone needs to make, and they're being indecisive, so there could be a feeling of being strung along, being breadcrumbed, uncertainty, confusion, unclarity, not being clear. All of those things are causing someone in this connection to detach emotionally so they can clear their mind and really see if this is really what they want moving forward. Okay. Some of you are really kind of stuck in the past of how this connection started. I miss our jokes. And it says your time. I'm afraid it's too late to take action. Okay. Some of you feel like too much time has gone by in this vibration of being emotionally detached. And maybe you feel like you don't have the same feelings that you once had because it's not at all the same. It's not like how it started out, it's not like how it used to be. Okay. And then there's maybe someone who feels like, oh my God, it's too late. I should have done things differently. I should have done something better. Someone may be missing you right now, Cancer. Or you can be missing someone. Again, please, place these messages where they fit in your storyline. I'm seeing where time is of the essence here for you, Cancer. There's definitely a general, feeling of time is of the essence here for Cancer. Let's look at the true emotional deck to see what other messages, life or love, that may come out of this deck. So, for some of you, you've been married for a really long time, or some of you are married right now, and you feel like the love is gone in your connection. Some of you may be feeling like there are some financial issues also within your relationships. Okay, and so your intuition is really letting you know that you need to take the leadership role in a situation before it's too late, before matters get even worse. Oh boy, look at all these that came out. Moving on, letting go, loving you. Some of you are, and we have divine masculine here. Some of you are moving on from a divine masculine, but look, the divine feminine came in spiritual. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, so moving on, letting go, loving you. Here we have this divine masculine, here we have this divine feminine, and here we have this spiritual card, and it says chaos, ego death, downward spiral, and spiritual awakening. So this may be a situation where a divine masculine has moved on. For some of you, you're letting go. You're moving on from a divine masculine. You're letting go of the divine masculine. You have decided to love yourself, to free yourself from this, from the toxic connection with a divine masculine. And this has prompted a spiritual awakening for some of you, divine feminines. This was not easy. This was a hard pill to swallow. This separation, this detachment was a hard pill to swallow for some of you. Some of you have experienced a dark night of the soul. This was very painful for you to walk away from and to let go, because you really thought that this person was your soulmate, this person was your twin flame, this person was the person for you. And you've decided that you want to be in a divine masculine, divine feminine connection, and you're letting go of anything that does not represent that for you right now. Some of you feel like if your partner really loved you, they wouldn't put you in some of the situations that they put you in. And for those of you, a lot of that has to do with financial situations. Okay, let's keep moving here. Let's keep moving. Casual, I think we could have a lot of fun together, but I don't see it progressing into something deeper. So, yeah, some of you don't feel connected with your partners on a profound level. Some of you feel like you connect with them on a very superficial level, very casual, almost as if you're friends, not lovers. Gloating, I'm always excited to talk about you to my friends. And then solitude, my alone time is precious to me, and I honestly prefer my own company. Some of you wish you had a connection that you could brag about. Some of you wish you had a connection that you could brag about, but that just does not seem to be the case. Okay? Some of you are feeling like you're in a misaligned connection because there's someone here who prefers their alone time, who prefers their own company, or, you know, you would just prefer to be by yourself than to be in this connection at this point in time. Like, if you don't see it progressing into something deeper, something more profound, something that you can brag to your friends about, you'd rather just be by yourself. You'd rather just be alone. So there are some of you out here, Cancer, who know exactly what it is that you want from a connection. And if you're not getting what it is that you want, you would just prefer to be alone. Okay, so if some of you are engaged with someone right now who's just like, oh, we have a lot of fun together, but I can't make any promises, and sending mixed signals, you may just decide that you're all set with that. Let's look at your money and career. Yeah, look at this. This flew out immediately. Efficient budgeting. Practice efficient budgeting. Track your income and expenses. Allocate funds wisely and adjust your budget as needed to stay financially healthy. Okay, so budgeting is definitely a focus for you in September. You definitely have budgeting and saving and wealth accumulation on your mind, Cancer. That's definitely what has been consistently coming up here with these cards. And so some of you feel like I can do bad all by myself. I'm not trying to be married just for this, with that gloating card that came out earlier. I'm not trying to be married just to say that I'm married and I have a husband. Marriage goes so much deeper than that. It goes so much further than that. And I'd rather be by myself than to have a shell of a relationship. Anything else when it comes to money, Spirit, for Cancer here? I have another money deck that I can pull from. So let's see if something comes out of this. Change. Look at that. There has to be changes to the way your finances are being handled. It says there's a change for the better coming your way. Embrace it. Just because you don't see any movement, it doesn't mean nothing is happening. And sometimes to see change, you must be the change. So I'm almost sensing that in your connection with your partner saying, just because you don't see any movement, it doesn't mean nothing's happening, right? Um, you may be in this connection with someone who's promising to make changes to the way they behave financially. And so they try to derail the conversation, right? They try to control the narrative. But it says here sometimes to see change, you must be the change. So once again, my love. And it says here in this picture, let's change. Let's change. So just as the reading started out, you may feel as if though you have to make the changes. You have to take on the burden and the responsibility of the way that the finances are being held or handled within the home, especially when it comes time to how it's impacting your children and leaving your legacy behind, Cancer. Okay, so I definitely see where that message has been coming throughout this entire reading. You may have given your spouse a chance. You may have felt like, you know, you gave them the chance to do right by the family, to do right by the finances, because you felt like that was what you were supposed to do. Communication. A reunion could bring love or a rekindling of friendships. A lucky win seems likely. Okay, so I'm pulling from the fortune cookie deck because I like to close out these readings with some sort of a fortune cookie communication. So you may be reuniting with someone. This could be a friend or this could be an old lover for some of you. And it says here a lucky win seems likely. So, good fortune is still very attainable, Cancer. I think it's just I think basically what you're being divinely nudged to do in this reading, though, is for you to take the reins on getting your financial affairs in order, especially because if there are lucky wins coming for you down the line, okay, you want to protect and secure those lucky wins, right? You don't want to mismanage them or allow anyone else to mismanage them. All right. Okay, Cancer. I hope these messages have resonated with you. If they have, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Enjoy your September, and I will talk to you soon.